Well, hello, it's Mallory back again. We're going to do another one where I'm not quite sure what the reading's going to be about just yet. I haven't picked out the spread, but we're going to go ahead and pick out the decks. I'm standing because my cat's in my chair, so I just figured while I'm prepping, I'll just stand and stay out of his way. So we got the Modern Witch Tarot. Work your light. And we'll put one more. Two more, apparently. Les Vampires and Black Moon Astrology cards. I knew Black Moon was going to come out. I literally just looked at it while I put up my other decks. Okay, I will be back after I prep the decks. Alright, so I got the decks prepped. I decided we're going to do the Haunted House spread. So I'll be posting this on February 27th. We're going to start off with the Black Moon Astrology cards. Just to, I guess, give us a feel for this reading. And this is about whether or not your house is haunted. What does the collective need to know? This is one of my stinkiest decks. What does the collective need to know? Got into tarot? That's too many, thank you. Because I was trying to learn more about astrology, and then I found out that tarot and astrology were connected. And then I just got all curious about tarot instead of astrology. I have tried to learn about astrology so many times, but something else always grabs my attention. This time it was tarot. Okay. We are going to read from the book because I don't really know much about astrology. We got Virgo, I analyze. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Benjamin Franklin. Worry and organization are the key traits of the sign of Virgo and this card. Virgo is picky and exacting. They can be insanely organized. They are very helpful to others. They tend to be critical, but usually this criticism is applied to themselves. They are conscientious and highly intelligent. Virgo natives prefer to step back and analyze before moving ahead. Virgos are true worrywarts. Much of their worry focuses on health, possible disasters, and any sudden change which they dread. They would much prefer a return to simpler times. The sign of Virgo governs the sixth house of health, natural remedies, and analysis. Diet and nutrition are also dominant themes for this Mercury-ruled sign. Virgo natives make the best doctors, nurses, health workers, teachers, and librarians. They are excellent writers, but not so much public speakers. They abhor bringing attention upon themselves as they feel this might attract criticism. They have brains that buzz like bees, and this can be exhausting. Virgos are highly strung, they overthink, then they plan against what might go wrong, and hate it when things do go wrong. Virgos shy away from chaos and detest disarray. It isn't unusual for Virgo natives to keep books and musical collections in alphabetical order. The everyday chaos of life causes them to fret, leaving them restless and nervous. They tend to suppress what they are feeling, which can bring on stress-related illnesses. Those born under this sign love cleanliness and have diligent hygiene habits. They fear disease and germs. If this card presents itself during a reading, look to concerns about health, lifestyle, and your job. If you're expecting things to go normally or as planned, that will not likely be the case. Watch out for critical people who seem to pick at all you do, or perhaps you are now the picky person. Your mind may be beleaguered by worries, some of them health related. Other worries may be that things have gotten out of control. This card sometimes indicates hospital doors, meaning medical tests and visits to the doctor. Alternative health approaches and a better diet may appeal to you now. Dealing with health issues, the workings of your own body, as well as those of your family or friends, may factor in, but you could be beleaguered by worries that border on hypochondria. You may feel you have every disease you read or learn about. You may begin to have symptoms with little explanation as to why they occur. You may go for medical tests, but this card does not necessarily indicate a serious illness. This card also signifies a good time to get rid of your clutter. Living a cleaner life, focusing on details, and doing what needs to be done are now your focus. Other concerns would be your daily routine, 9-to-5 responsibilities, and mundane goings-on that may need your attention. Getting organized will enable you to get where you're going. This card also suggests that you need to be more reliable in your approach. Problems won't go away. You must work, and they must be addressed. Virgo is a gentle... Virgo is a gentle sign, typically mild in nature, with a fondness for small animals as well as feelings toward the plant world. Being at one with nature, noticing the important details, being fully present in your work, drawing upon the wisdom of the critical mind, as well as attention to health and diet are all subjects associated with this card. Corresponding tarot card is the Hermit. Key ideas of this card is daily routine, the body, healing, worry, details, usefulness, and hospital doors. Next time, I will just read the card in brief. That was a lot. Sorry about that. But it is what it is. Virgo. What struck me with all that was it talking about the house, wanting a clean house, and also hating it when things are in disarray, and when things don't go the way you want. And this is supposedly a haunted house reading, so maybe call on Virgo energy to help you clear out whatever is happening, but we're going to get down to that. We'll work with the other oracle cards after we pull all the tarot cards and start going through them. Where's my questions? Okay, I have to pay attention to where I place these. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna have to move things around, I'm pretty sure. We'll get there. Okay, anyways. First question, what is the energy of the collective's place, home, wherever it is that they're wondering if it's haunted? What is the energy of that place? Is there a rational explanation for the phenomenon going on in collective's place? Oh. I'm going to put that there, but I meant to use this deck. Is there a rational explanation for what's going on? Is their space haunted? Do they really want to know what happened there? Does the collective really want to know what happened in their home? I'm only taking 2. Well, I am taking 2 because I saw the first one. And I just want a clear answer. Okay. Do you want to know? That was 4? Alright. Put that back. I can go over there for now, I suppose. And some of these. who lived in that space? Who lived there? What was their life like? Who died there? What holds the energy captive in that space? And how can the collective release that energy? Thank you. Okay, so I might get interrupted. I might have to finish this reading tomorrow. We'll see what happens. First question, what is the energy of this place? So we got the Two of Cups, and that is unity, partnership, and connection. So that seems like pretty good energy. Is there a rational explanation for this phenomena? I was going to use a yes or no card, but we pulled this one first, which was judgment. But then I pulled a yes or no card, and we got the Nine of Cups, which is yes. And so the Nine of Cups is wishes coming true, realizing dreams, happiness, cheerfulness, joy, fulfillment, positivity, optimism, satisfaction, success, abundance, prosperity, achievements, rewards, confidence, high self-esteem, and triumph. And judgment is reflection and reckoning and awakening. So I feel like whatever happened in your place before, it was someone coming to terms with what has gone on in their life, and then they awakened to their own inner happiness. So there is a reason for whatever's happening in your home, if that's what we're inquiring on. But it seems to be positive. Like, it might have just been a lot of energy. Like, maybe they released bad energy and then they moved on to the happy energy. So maybe your house is just filled with confused energy right now. Third question, do you really want to know what... Nope. Is this space haunted? We got the Five of Cups and no. The Five of Cups is generally loss. It's sadness, loss, grief, despair, abandonment, guilt, remorse, regret, trauma, mourning, heartbreak, unwelcome change, focusing on negative emotions, and isolation. So again, I do feel like this was probably the energy of what happened before the judgment. This was probably Five of Cups, I would say, would be the energy of the person who was there before they came to this judgment and this realization and found their own inner happiness. I think just a lot of energy happened through your home. But it says no, it's not haunted. So you don't got to worry about that. You don't have to worry about spirits or anything like that. It's just maybe some energy that needs to be cleared. Question, 4. Do you really want to know what occurred here? And I first pulled maybe, and I saw that one, so I just went ahead and got a different one. But it's the Hierophant is what we got at first, and that's traditional institutions, traditional values, conventional conformity, marriage, commitment, religion, beliefs, knowledge, sharing, social groups, education, knowledge, and beliefs. And do you really want to know? So then after the maybe, I pulled the Chariot, which is yes. And the Chariot is victory, overcoming obstacles, success, ambition, determination, willpower, control, self-discipline, hard work, and focus, triumphant, progress, single-mindedness, mastery, and courage and skill. So I feel like there was probably a bad marriage that happened. And somebody overcame it, whether they overcame it by themselves, meaning they divorced and moved on, or they overcame it together. I don't know, but it seems like what I'm pulling from this one is traditional institutions and values, conventional, and marriage. Like, that's what really stuck out to me was marriage on the Hierophant. And I think some judgment came along, and whatever was going wrong in that marriage, at least one person in it overcame it. That, or you just really want to know what went on there so you feel like you can move forward. Either or. Move on, number 5. Who lived here? We pulled death. So not literally, okay? Not literally. But death is the end of a cycle. It's new beginnings. It's change. It's metamorphosis. So again, I really feel like the person who lived here went through a lot of emotions. I think they healed a lot of trauma. And I mean, they got the Judgment and then the 9 of Cups. So I really feel like they did a great job. But the energy in your house just might be a little strange because whoever lived there before was really going through it. What was their life like? Yeah. I couldn't. Oh. Man, I'm so glad I paid attention to that. I don't know how many times I've shown a card on screen and it's been not okay to show it. So we got the 8 of Wands and the Star. So 8 of Wands is rapid movement, you know. It's quick decisions, but really fast movement, fast action, just things happening really quickly. And the Star, I know a lot of people read it as, you're a star, you're going to be a star. But for me, it's just straight up healing. It's hope, it's faith, it's rejuvenation. So I wish I could hold this. I don't know how to, there we go. Jeez. Use your hands correctly, Mal. I really feel like there was a lot of rapid healing done in your house by this person who went through a ton of metamorphosis, a ton of change, ended a ton of cycles, and they healed themselves very quickly. What's 7? Who died here? This is just too funny to me. So we got the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is action, impulsiveness, defending beliefs. So if you want to read this like people tend to read it, the pages and knights are generally like not children, but they're younger, they're immature compared to like the queens and the kings. So if you want to read it straight up as a dude who is maybe a bit impulsive, who's always defending himself and his beliefs, he's the one that died there. But I don't think he actually died. I think he metaphorically died. I think their relationship died. And he was the one that made it out not as okay. Because I just assumed this was a girl. You don't have to stick to the genders. But with the Star, it being a chick on the card, I just, I don't know. I felt like it was a chick this whole time, to be honest. Probably because the house is full of love and unity and friendship. Anyways, I was feeling like the original person mainly was a girl. So to me, it just works out that the person who died there was a dude. Again, I don't think he literally died. I think just metaphorically, like, their relationship ended and he left and he's not well off. Or maybe, she did all that healing while he was still there being miserable. Because she's the Star. She healed right on up. Right into her 9 of Cups, personal happiness. And he was just sitting there defending his beliefs the whole time. Okay. Number 8. What holds the energy captive? Ten of Cups. So that is literally inner fulfillment, personal happiness, inner happiness. Your dreams coming true. Her dreams coming true. The previous owner's dreams coming true. Occupants' dreams coming true. Um, so it's how happy they became, and I'm saying they as a single, not a plural, after they went through this whole metamorphosis, this judgment, this death, this healing. After that, they found their personal happiness, and that's what's holding the energy captive in your home right now. How may I release this energy? If you don't want the happy home, it's saying you release this energy by the Ten of Swords, which is failure and collapse and defeat. So if you want to release the happiness, just go ahead and get real sad and up in your head about something. Get defeated about something. I want to read this Ten of Swords. They liked the Ten of Swords so much in this deck, they added an extra card that looked just like it that said, everything is fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. Really. Sure, you've been completely pierced through with 10 sharp swords, and you're collapsed in a ball on the floor. You're struggling, just trying to survive, as the weight grows ever heavier. You're going through something truly soul-crushing, and it feels like your world is ending. Every movement hurts, and sometimes only a meaningless distraction feels like it helps. But the pain will end, and you will come out stronger having survived it. This is where I want to pull the Work Your Light to get a real answer. Honestly, I feel like it's decent energy, but I don't live in your home, so I don't know what's going on. I would just honestly do an energy clearing. A lot of people sage their house. You could cleanse and clear your house in many different ways. You could just sweep your floors and think about sweeping all the bad negative energy out, or the energy that you don't want. You can just imagine yourself sweeping that as you're sweeping your house. You know, like, there's many ways to clear your home of energies. And if you don't like this happy energy, feel free to get rid of it. And I think it's a little bit more than happy energy. I think there's a lot of happy energy there, but I think there's a lot of the before the happy energy there, and that's probably what you're picking up on and probably what you don't enjoy. So we're going to ask the Work Your Light, how can they clear the energy of that home? And hopefully it'll be relevant. We got Star Mother, and it says, how can you mother yourself? You are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that, if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. How can you mother yourself? So I would call on the Star Mother and ask her to help you clear the energies in your home that you do not enjoy. Star Mother and Virgo, like, work with both of them. to clear the energies you don't enjoy. And then one last card, the less vampires. Hopefully I don't have to censor it. Let's ask, what kind of energy is collective trying to wanting to clear out of their home? So we got sacrifice, renunciation, offering, and letting go. So I do feel like it's the negative energies that came before this person before you had. Maybe this person is you. Maybe these are all your energies. If they are your energies, you seem to be in a pretty good place right now because you have healed yourself and you have found your own personal happiness, and literally the things holding on to the energy in your house right now is inner happiness, complete fulfillment. But the energies that so you're just sensitive. You're really sensitive, and you can feel the bad energies that are still there. So what you want to let go of is literally sacrifice and letting go. You want all the things that you've had to get rid of, and all the feelings, and maybe not you, maybe the person before you, but you want that all to be let go. Yeah, work with Virgo energy and the Star Mother to help clear that energy out of your home. You can do it, especially if this person was you and not someone before you. You're strong enough, and if you don't feel like you're strong enough and it wasn't you and it was the person before you, try to use some of their energy that they use to heal themselves. Some of that residual energy, try to use that to help you push out the negative energy that was left behind from their healing. That's all I've got for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope you have a beautiful week and a beautiful day. Love you, bye.